with Austin Entertainment Management, and I'm really excited to introduce to you Alex Richardson, who's doing some really awesome things for the music industry. Hey, Alex, what's going on?
Hi, Heidi. Nothing much today, just a lazy Sunday. But I'm super excited to get to talk with you about what I'm doing and, learn a little bit about what you're doing as well.
So, what Alex is working on is called Scout Wisconsin Music. And I figured after all of this talk the last couple months about the bands from Farmapalooza, this would be a great way to wrap up this interview cycle. So, Alex, tell tell the people, tell them what you've created.
So I run a kind of like a system of four different platforms or channels or websites currently, and it's all under the umbrella of Scout Wisconsin Music. And so basically, what Scout Wisconsin Music is a free discovery tool where you can use the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, or the website I created, and you can discover bands in the area or across your state very easily. One of the reasons why I did this is because I'm curious who's playing in the area, what the venues are, and I've always had such a difficult time trying to find these things on these, Facebook pages. It's like you have Wisconsin metal or Milwaukee metal scene, and you have to go through all these different pages, and it's really hard to actually find music that way. And so what I wanted to do was create something that was super easy as far as navigation goes. And it just shows you these are the bands in your area. This is where they play. Here's, what they've performed. Like here's some videos, like something that's just super simple.
Awesome. Okay, so the website is to help the listeners to be able to discover new Wisconsin bands in like a directory
Absolutely.
kind of format, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like a catalog or a directory. Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that because, yeah, I'm with you. I go all over Facebook, bouncing from one thing to the next, and usually get distracted by something else and end up like completely off topic over here. And oh, yeah, I was looking for music. That's right. That's awesome. But
And
it's not,
it's not just the,
it's not just for
yeah, it's not
listeners,
just a tool
right?
for the listeners. Absolutely. Yeah. If the band, like there's a lot of bands who are looking to maybe find a photographer or a videographer to film their shows, or maybe they're looking for a booking agent. I'm trying to populate the website at the current time, but I do have those types of resources available for bands as well. So it's a great tool for bands to kind of up their game, if you will.
And it sounds like a really great way for, recording studios and photographers and things like that to really establish themselves as, hey, we're here to help bands and, get in front of those musicians that they want to be working with.
Absolutely.
So, how
And
did you even get started on all of this? What gave you the idea? What was your inspiration?
So I've been in few bands myself over the years. I still play some instruments from time to time. Not amazing at them. I know some people who are just phenomenal at the instruments, which I wish I could play as well as they do. But so I was in a band called Vienna Sieva. I just had the most difficult time, and this was like 15 years ago. Difficult time trying to get the band's name out there, trying to book shows, and I've been in other bands since, but it's always the same issue, having problems getting recognition, getting the name out there. And in 2010, I actually put out something kind of similar to this called Music Pilot. And I tried that on MySpace and that was just kind of lost the time. But I've always had it in the back of my mind where I kind of want to do something like this. I want to be involved in music, and so I got a little bit more serious about that in 2021 and started this.
That is incredible. I love that. Um, just kind of finding another space within music doesn't have to be that you're playing in a band, but you've got these other ways to help other musicians out. So, who do you promote on the website?
And I think, I'm willing to promote just about anything involved in the music industry. There are things that I probably haven't even thought about, but at this current time, it would be bands, in the rock and metal genres, blues, soul, folk. Um, I also promote recording studios, booking agents or personalities. See, videographers and photographers.
Cool. So, at Austin Entertainment Management, this year our theme is vision. So, I'm curious, what is your vision with this project?
So I started the Scout Wisconsin Music actually as the list, and it grew up to be it grew to about 100, 120 followers on Facebook in a pretty short period of time. I rebranded quite recently, got a beta version, if you will, of my website up last November. And so right now, just starting out small, just trying to build that fan base up for the number of followers, and I'm hoping to get maybe around 500 people by the end of the year who are keeping up with what Scout's doing, and when they do that, they're actually keeping up with what the bands are doing. It's not about me, it's about the bands, but I definitely want to try to increase my followers.
Awesome. That's a really good vision and a really good goal. It's it's a smart goal, I would say, because you've set a number. It's definitely achievable, and we'll help you with that. I love what you're doing. So I will spread the word. I will help you out with that goal. So we also like to do a little mystery question during these interviews.
Oh,
And so your mystery question is, what inspires you the most?
oh man. Oh geez. It's so broad yet specific.
I know. I told you your hint was you could go anywhere you wanted with this.
Um, I just have an undying passion for music, and I might have, not to be too hard on myself, failed as a musician, you could say. I put a lot of time into going back to school and, put a lot of work into my job and stuff, but I've always just wanted to be involved in music and especially creating relationships and fostering relationships. And I think that is what motivates or inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing, is that I love you know seeing people connect with each other and creating stories and moments with each other.
That is incredible inspiration. That's like that burning, like unstoppable kind of inspiration that comes from inside. So,
It really is.
and I also want to say you are not a failed musician. You just tried many ways of which it did not work for you. So, like,
Sure.
you're not done. You're just figuring out how you musician. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I really hope maybe I could find something that works as far as recording and writing goes, because it's super expensive to record music. It's super expensive to find a music distributor online, get your music out there. And, these bands and music artists pay so much money and spend so much time doing this that, they deserve to be seen. They deserve recognition. And just another reason it's so important to me. I've been there. I know what that struggle is like.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to wrap this up, there was one more thing that we really wanted to bring to your attention with this resource and website. And that is Alex is looking for partnerships, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What kind of partnerships do you have in mind?
Um, well, I am open to a lot of things. I'm having trouble even answering the question because I'm open to anybody who wants to, just give me a shout out, start chatting with me and, tell me what you're up to and I'll tell you what I offer and we can just figure out some way to work with each other. Currently, I'm working on creating relationships with venues, with, you know, people in the industry, like CW Hip Hop, Adrenaline Armory is another one. I haven't reached out to them, but anybody who wants to help bands and any music artists, get their name out there. I'm I'm wanting to talk with you, and I can put a space on my website for you, make posts on my channels or my websites, and help spread the word about you. And that's how we could create a partnership.
Awesome. And yeah, I'll just explain a little bit more about how you and I met. You just reached out to me and said, "Hey, like, are you playing music in Wisconsin?" And, my answer was not an easy answer. But my band is in Wisconsin, but I'm in Florida. Um, but that started the conversation. And that's what led us to this interview. And, you know, you are looking for the same thing that we're looking for at Austin Entertainment Management. We can't do
Yeah.
everything. This is the message that we're trying to get across to all of you working in the music industry. We all need each other. It's impossible for me to know how to, okay, maybe not impossible, but it's a lot of work to learn how to record all of my own stuff, to go do my own bookings, to do all my own promotions. Like, there's a reason why there are specific roles in the music industry. So find the people that you get along with, that you think are cool, and reach out to them and say, hey, like, how could we work together? And you're right. It's kind of hard to answer that question because you're not really sure what it's going to look like until you have that conversation.
Yeah. And, I saw that you had interviewed Grim Waters, Trash Pandas, all these great bands in Wisconsin who are, having all these great shows. And it's like, well, why would she even, want to give me any of her time? She's doing all these great things. But I still, just send a message anyway, see where it goes. And that's just kind of what you got to do is put yourself out there.
Well, awesome. We got a little teaching lesson in on this interview too. So thanks for that, Alex. That is something that a lot of musicians are not doing. The reaching out to strangers, starting the conversation. It's where your opportunities are. It's not luck. Would you agree? There's no luck.
No, there's no luck. I mean, people are willing to help you if you create a relationship with them, but nobody's just gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you all these resources um, for free." Like your gear or your instruments, or maybe a show with a band that tours nationally. They're not just gonna give you those things.
Right. Well, Alex, thank you so much for being here today, doing this interview with me. I really appreciate it. Man, not just that, but thank you for reaching out to me and getting this whole thing going. This is awesome. I'm very excited about promoting what you have going on and getting more people into that group. And also, since we're talking about partnerships, anyone out there that wants to partner with Scout Music because you want to be in front of music listeners and fans, you want to be working with musicians, reach out to Alex. We're going to, in the comments, leave his email address. And what's that Facebook page?
The Facebook page is Scout Wisconsin Music.
Okay, so you can look up Scout Wisconsin Music on the Facebook page. We'll put a link for that as well. And just reach out. Don't be afraid and see where the opportunity might take you. Cool. Well, Alex, any last words that you want to share with the audience before we go?
Well, anybody who's tuning in, thank you so much. I look forward to working with you. If you can, just open up that web browser, send a message to, one of us, whether it's me or Heidi, to create that relationship and, start making those moments and those memories and, just go for it. Give it
And
your
that
all.
goes for bands too, right? Like if a band is not on your website and they want to be on your website.
Oh, reach out to me. Oh yeah. Tell me when you're releasing music. Like I will promote you on my Facebook page, and I share that around to other pages. And I'm really here to just support in any way I can.
Cool. All right. Well, everybody, I hope you go and check out the Scout Music website, the Facebook page, and I will see you all again next time. I'm Heidi Lynn with Austin Entertainment Management.